Well, how do there, chums? As I, Captain Stephen, today, chums, for you guys out there in the viewerverse, I have a little bit of a mini theory for you about these expeditions, chums. I hope you find this pretty mind-blowing, or at least a discussional point. Yes, because hopefully this might give us a prediction of what might be to come in the future. So let's head on over and let's hit on up this idea. Executamundo. Okay, chums, we'll think about any sort of expedition across the world where we have discovered new lands, so be that the Vikings, Chris Columbus, or any other famous explorer that has found new lands. So yes, you need to have a ship. So I've got a ship, so I'm getting ready. I'm pioneering for the event. We're going to be pioneering out to find new lands in the ship. Okay, so this is pretty much what every single discoverer out there has done. They've got a notion, they've got an idea of where the new lands will be. So they set on out on a voyage of discovery. A voyage where they themselves are the pioneer to the new lands. So let's hit on up the new lands. There we go, we've got ourselves here. So this is pioneers. I'm just going to put titles on the screen and sort of match it up with my sort of theory. So let's go and land upon the new land. Yeah, we've pioneered this one. Excellent, eh? And we're flying down. So yes, I kind of feel that these expeditions might be laying out a sort of journey, a pathway, within title sake, a namesake, and perhaps there is some sort of pattern, rhyme or reason to the way that they've been ordered and the way that they're being presented and laid down for us. Okay, so here we go, we've found ourselves some new land, and I'm landing upon the new land. I've landed on the beach. Yeah, I think you know where I'm going with this. Okay, well, bloody heck. There's a new creature that we've just discovered as we've been pioneering these new lands. Awesome. Hello there, giant wormy worm. Awesome. Well, right now I need to claim this land as mine and settle down some roots. I'm going to establish, yes, a beachhead. So here we go. Let's put down a base and let's claim this new land as ours before we've even set out to see if there's somebody already on it. Because no, we are the pioneers and we have found this land. We claim said land. The land is ours. Yeah. Which, you know from history, that's not always the case, is it? You know, there could be indigenous peoples there, but we will get to that in a moment. Right, so we have now claimed the land, and now we're going to set on up a beachhead. Awesome. So there we go. I've now made a tiny little shack here, but for whatever reason I can't go in the door. There's a blocking volume. I can't get inside that shed. Freaking weird as. But there we go. Anyhow, we're going to be setting off from my beachhead and we're going to discover our new lands and separate it out and maybe put down some settlements and things like that for new frontiers ahead. Heck yes, because that's kind of tied in even though it's not an expedition. Next off, I'm going to map all this land and make sure that it's all sort of savvy. So yes, cartographers, we're going to be mapping all this out. Excellent, awesome, lovely job. All mapped in. Brilliant, we now know our land. So venturing forth into said lands, we then come across and find that we are not alone upon this land. There are actually inhabitants, but it's too late. It's too late. We've already claimed this land as ours. But the emergence of the new inhabitants gives us some sort of conflict and some sort of combat to actually engage in. But at this stage, it's just a warm sort of, hello, we're here. We've just emerged. We've emerged, and right now, you've got some sort of little mini sort of skirmish upon your hands. Well, we know where this sort of stuff goes when you look at history of, say, the Vikings coming to England or Chris Columbus finding the Americas. We know that there were little mini skirmishes when they first set foot upon those lands, but then afterwards that turned into full-blown freaking war and, you know, genocide and all sorts of other stuff that, yeah, not great when you look at history. But here you go, when you look at it laid out like that, you know, pioneers, beachhead, cartographers, emergence, it does seem to be a historical sort of event playing out within sight of No Man's Sky. So yeah, I have got a theory on what might come next. Some sort of maybe combat or conquest or conquer, perhaps. That would be sort of like some of the titles that I might put forwards for it. I mean, I would love to hear your thoughts and feelings. Please put them in the comments. Do you think that I might be onto something with this idea in namesake? Do you think that the next one could be a lot more combat orientated and maybe we might see the emergence of a new race upon this land that we've now discovered? So I'm going to go for conquest or conquer. Yeah, there we go. I would love to hear your thoughts and feelings, like I say, in the comments with title suggestions of what you think the next expedition update may be. But that's where I'm putting my sort of bets, if you want to call them bets. But there we are. Excellent. Awesome. Well, chums, so yeah, it's all hype and speculation. Now, some people say that's bad for the community, but I know that Hello Games watches the actual content creators. Yes, I have an email to that effect. I'll put it on the screen now, people, so you can take a quick look at that. But yeah, so they're always listening, and they're always looking for ideas. So if it's not in this update, it could be in a future one, people, out there in Viewerverse. And until next time, you've all been freaking awesome. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.